My name is James Martin Cousins, but I usually go by Jaime. I currently live in Westfield, Indiana. I am a sophomore in high school, looking forward to college. I am I believe the term is high-functioning autistic teenager. I am pretty much the kind of guy you'd go to a video game convention like E3. Yeah, I'm pretty much one of the people you'd find wandering around. But outside of the standard modern teenager thing of gaming, TV, I do have a very fierce passion for history, particularly World War II. The school I go to right now is Indianapolis Metropolitan High School. It's actually down here in downtown Indianapolis, a short ways from here. One of the conditions in the IEP was the ability to leave, to get out. They have a resource room for special needs children. Well, I shouldn't say children because it's a high school, but special needs students that they can get help with tutoring for assignments in. And one of the parts of my IEP is, okay, if a situation gets out of hand, and, well, there are students who are just that crazy and stupid, I can quietly just get my stuff, remove myself from that situation, and not cause any problem. And it's all about streamlining my education. I'm finally able to get past my difficulties, particularly in math, and just do work as fast as I can and as best as I can. One of the reasons my parents made me come here is I need to start becoming self-advocating, and I'm starting to do that right now. Is I was actually, before high school, all my parents went to all the IEP meetings, just came back, told me this happened. Now I'm actually leading most of the meetings, and the staff at the Met, both like special needs and like regular teachers and administrators, they're all there, and they essentially say, okay, here's what a student needs to graduate from high school. My parents will usually have a couple of things to chime in on, and then I make the final decision. So pretty much in terms of self-advocacy in the next 5 years, it's pretty much just going to be a thing of, okay, I go to a college or a job, who do I need to talk to, and are they going to listen and adapt? Okay, here I am, high school. Okay, what do I want to do with my life? Well, one of the things I had earlier in life, still concerning that now, is, this might sound a little weird, but I want to work for the Lego company, big Lego nut, and I want to eventually move to Denmark, the company's headquarters, and work there. And then, okay, you're going to corporate headquarters. How are you going to get that high position job? I like psychology, and I like child psychology. Lego's an international company, so how about researching what products apply to what countries and what children internationally? Okay, how do you get there? All right, I'm going to need to go to a college with a very highly rated psychology department. Okay, you got a list of colleges? Harvard and Yale, obviously. And, okay, how are you going to pay for that? Not immediately. So pretty much mapping out, okay, here, what's your destination? Here's the stops you're going to make. And then how are you going to draw the line to connect all the dots?
What are you going to need to do to get there?
Well, like I said, I'm immediately not going to be able to go to like a big well-renowned school because, of course, my family just does not have the money. So I'm probably going to start small. My plan is to eventually get a doctorate in psychology, but for right now, I'm just get my bachelor's, get my master's. I'm thinking IU Bloomington, hearing good things about autism there, so I can probably get some good psychology and child psychology there. And from there, start a job, like find a psychologist I can work, like eventually intern or apprentice with, and then work my way up to going to that big international renowned school like Harvard and Yale. I have actually not thought about retiring, and now that I think about it, retirement sometime around 80. So I'm not planning on. I've got big long-term goals, and I am very devoted to what do I need to do to get from start to finish. The transition from high school to college, when someone with autism turns 18, okay, I've seen the stuff that they do for elementary, middle, and high school. It's great, but what about college? As an adult, what is there to help an adult who has been in these services all their life? How are they being helped go to being a productive, fairly normal member of society? How are they going to be able to get a job? How can they provide food for themselves? How are they going to be able to get a home? How are they going to be able to function in regular society?